Hello and welcome everybody. It's Catherine Perry, the Big Vision Coach, and you are absolutely in the right place at the right time in the right way because this is the weekly virtual commanding wealth circle. All right, so I was all excited. I just knew I was going to make this right today. We were going to be great. This is going to be smooth. Let me spread this out a bit because I want to focus on us today, guys. And yeah, we've got the gallery view, but I know we've got a lot more people on the call. Let's see here. If you can hear me okay, give me a thumbs up. And somehow I managed to lose my meeting controls. Okay, I'm gonna stop the share on that. There we go. That looks a lot better. Okay. yeah, don't worry, I'm a professional. I do this all the time, and every week I'm like a goose in a new world because I find out some new button that I didn't realize was there before. But we've got a nice sized group today. We've got Sandra, Richard, Karen, Joanna, Celine, and Ashok. Welcome back, Ashok. I'm glad to see you're with us. And today we're going to do a little abbreviated because I have to use my phone's hotspot because the internet is so sketchy right now in our particular part of town. So this way we're not fighting bandwidth or anything else. But what I'd like to do is to do just kind of a quick check-in, how you're doing, what you're commanding for, and then I'm going to help you format the command. And I'm not going to be spending really as much time teaching. I do want to let you guys know that I'm getting ready to send out a little email to people and let them know that on Friday afternoons at 1 o'clock Central Time, I'm going to be doing a coaching corner in the TOC Money Mindset Mastery group, but I'm also going to be hosting it on Google Hangouts. So I'm trying to get that all set up right now so that there's some people that they don't like Facebook, and there's some people they like being inside the group. And what I'll be doing in the coaching corner is to be answering more specific questions and probably doing more of a deep dive on one person. Hey Nash, how are you? And so we'll go from there. Let's do a little check-in. Very well. Ashok is saying he'd like to command for finishing up his 3 real estate projects easily and effortlessly. Yeah, so remember when we do a command, we always speak of it as if it's already so. So I don't know how my real estate projects are always finished up quickly and easily. I only know that they are finished up now and I am fulfilled. And you want to get an image of that and what that would look like on the other side and start acting as if, right? And start speaking about it as if it were already so. We did a little teaching with Richard on that last week. Okay, so thank you, Ashok, for the question. I'm going to check in. Speaking of Richard, I'm going to go ahead and check in with you, my friend. How are you today?
I'm doing terrific.
Great. You look good.
I'll just tell you what's going on.
Okay.
Chris and I, we finished the copyright-free version of the audio movie. It's totally finished. We're both happy with it. Yeah, it's something to celebrate, right? And then he sent me also the one that needs clearance, which we commanded for last week, by the way, if you remember.
Mm-hmm.
We got clearance for the Roars song to be used, professionally, and to be able to, send it out to the world. So he made that with the songs, but it needs a little tune-up. But so we're going to finish. We'll be finished with that pretty soon. So we'll be probably we might want to have a brainstorming session and commands with you probably.
Okay.
Probably pretty soon. So we'll connect up with that about that.
All right. Very good.
But as far as today,
yeah. What are you commanding for today?
Basically, I mean, I'm a psychic. You know that. I mean, you're a psychic too. Everybody's psychic, really. But what I like to do is command for. When I've done readings with people, I can hear the guides. But
Mm-hmm.
on my normal waking state of consciousness, I've always had a tremendous amount of anxiety. So it's really, it kind of, when I do a reading on somebody, I can get up. Am I talking too loud? I hope not, because I
No,
have
you
these
sound
headphones
good.
on. When I do a reading on somebody, I could get out of my own way and I could turn off those voices, that anxiety, because I'm being there with somebody else.
Mm-hmm.
But for myself, it's different. So I do trust on my hunches. I trust, it would be nice to be able to hear clairaudiently my guides more loudly as I need to,
Mm-hmm.
and be able to command for that. And
Okay.
also be able to have like a button inside that I just press when I want to have be on dim, because there's too many other things I need to put my attention on at the moment.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying?
Yeah. So, those voices are kind of ghost in the machine, right? And what's interesting, just real quick about like these voices that we hear, particularly as Americans and Northern Hemisphere, they're very different than the voices people. I was reading a study on this, like people in Africa, and even particularly like if they live in villages and stuff. So this phenomenon of kind of hearing those inner voices is very common, but in other countries, that voice is playful and encouraging and leads you to different things, right? And
Mm,
so it has to do with how we're, one, what we're tuned to, and um, how we're viewing these. So on some level, our mind must think that they're here to serve us and to keep you safe, like all that criticism to keep you safe, right? So I don't know how I have voices that are delightful and encouraging and connect me to spirit, that guide me to connect to spirit in a more empowering way.
mm.
Yeah, so I don't know how I have those playful, happy African voices, right? I want one of those. So it would just be, I don't know how I have that kind of guidance, that kind of relationship with myself, that I can be playful and joyful, and I only know I am now. And so we're always looking for that one perfect command, guys. And the thing is, we've got to just let ourselves kind of go on a run with it.
Mm,
And as we think about it.
mhm,
So if you were, I always used to think about it as like my intuition. I always felt like it was like this kind of weather antenna, and
mhm.
sometimes it was really like turned on in the right way. And like I always felt like I used to joke and call it an Akashic record player, so I could just kind of like tap into
Yeah.
whatever. But if I was focusing on me, then what happens? We start getting contraction and going smaller, 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 and then
Mm,
we're in that lower level of energy.
mm,
When we're connecting to theta, we're connecting to that higher level of energy,
mhm,
right? Then that's tuning into our intuition.
mhm.
So maybe to think about those negative voices when those are present, that is just to let you know where you're focusing your attention. Don't criticize it. Just go,
Mm.
oh, how interesting,
Okay.
right?
Yeah.
Okay. But hey, I want playful, delightful voices. Go, let's create this. Let's make this. I used to
Yeah.
have an inner cook. I'm sure he's still around, but I mean, I got recipes downloaded all the time, and like uh, beautiful flavor combinations and profiles. And I mean, I would get like how much to add on each little thing, like a quarter teaspoon. Well, I don't know, I don't think that's enough. I want a half. No, it's a quarter. Oh, okay, get a quarter. And it would be very specific.
Yeah.
So you get to choose who and what you're listening to. Okay, and just make a decision that you're not the effect of those.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay. Thank you.
All right, thank you. Okay, I said I wasn't going to teach, but good googly moogly, Richard, you always pull it out of me.
Ah, I welcome it. Thank you.
I welcome it too. I appreciate you very much.
Yeah.
I'm going to check in with Karen. How are you doing today, my friend?
I'm just great. Thanks.
Thank you. And are you in your pretty office?
I am.
Yeah, I was looking at those butterflies. I love that color. So, yeah, what are you commanding for today?
To receive my refund from school
Okay.
that they don't want to give me.
Yeah. Well, because they spent it. So there's something like, I don't know how this is worked out. I only, in my favor, I only know I have the money in my hand now and I am fulfilled. Okay. And you've been that business owner and you know exactly what they're going through, right? So just meet them master to master and in that trust. Like, I know you want to do the right thing, and the minute you can, I know you will, right?
Right.
So yeah, so just be in that loving space with them, because you've got that money in your hand. I see it. Okay.
Thank,
All right.
thank you.
Thank you. Go ahead and mute yourself. All right. I'm going to tune in to Joe. Hello. I don't know if we've had a chance to meet you yet. I see Joe Meehan. Yeah, Meehan. Are you there?
Hi, Joe. I am here, but I'm not at the best right now.
That's all right. Don't worry about it. If we can just hear you. What corner of the world are you in?
I'm in Illinois.
Okay. Well, welcome. What are you commanding for today?
I'm thinking
Okay.
because there's so many things I want.
All right. Well, if one thing got fixed and it could cause a ripple, what would be the one thing, if you got that one thing resolved, that could change everything? Do you know?
That I could be comfortable being myself.
Okay. Yeah. So I can't really go into time on this. If you have time to be with me, come to the coaching corner on Friday. Are you a member of the TOC Money Mindset Mastery Group?
Yes.
Okay, great. You'll see an alert for that. And I'm going to be asking for volunteers. And if you're available Friday at 1, this would be a great topic because a lot of people suffer with this. Okay.
Oh, thanks.
So right now, though, like, if you just be comfortable, what would you be able to have as a result?
That'd be. I would be very happy, very present, and I could really speak my voice.
Okay. All right.
I'm sorry, way out there.
I know it's kind of clear. So, without telling us, just think about a way of how that is not happening for you. Just one of the ways. Okay. And I just want to say, I had to learn how to let myself be happy. Okay, because by nature I'm a warrior, and I have been trained by my family to be what's it called uptime, because I grew up in a family grocery store. So here's what I know how to do. Hey, how are you doing today? It's great. You look great. What do we got today? Right? That's very supernatural for me. And just to connect with people super quick. And we were kind of the hub. What I didn't know how to do was go home and relax, because we worked really long days. What I didn't know how to do was to be a friend and to let people know me, because I just had this idea that people wanted what they wanted and I didn't matter, right?
I got it.
Yeah. And so to learn how to just relax and be happy, I had to make that choice. And I had to the way I did that was just to notice when I wasn't feeling it and to make the decision to be happy in that moment. And sometimes it's 30 seconds of a moment, right? Sometimes you go, oh, here's an entire minute. I made it today, right? But it's like, okay, I'm just going to act happy. I'm just going to be here and I'm just going to let myself be happy. And you might find little moments in your house. You might find a little flower you like. You might find something on TV. Whatever moment you can find, be aware of it. Does that help?
That helps. And
Yeah.
what's interesting, when you asked me whatever question it was, happy was the word that came up for me. How
Yeah.
interesting.
Yeah. So your command today is, I don't know how I came to be so happy.
Okay.
I only know I am happy now. And then just as you're in moments where like something's happening and you're going like, ugh, whatever, and you're feeling that tension, just take a breath and go, okay, I'm going to be happy now. Okay.
Happy now. Thank you.
Yeah. And one of the things we show people is that if you can put a pencil in between your teeth, I don't know if you can see me.
I can.
Yeah. Okay. Where it engages the smile muscles, and practice smiling and lifting up your chin and smiling. We did a whole thing 2 weeks ago where we connected in, and Richard seems to be like the one who's healing the whole group. Guys, I'm just gonna let y'all know, but Richard was feeling anxious, and we brought him into this moment of just being present and in smiling, connecting your face to your smile, your body to the smile, and your everything to the smile in your heart, and sending it out. Okay.
Thank you.
So yeah, I have that posted in the group. And thank you. Thank you very much for being with us today and being honest about what you need. So thank you.
Right. I'm sorry. I'm not too visible today because I just saw your note about the meeting and I'm not dressed properly.
That's all right. That's all right. And I did actually go ahead and put on pants that matched to my shirt today just because I just want to let y'all know that. And I got shoes on my feet. I'm
Great.
doing it for you because I
Okay.
love y'all. Okay. All right, Miss Sue, how are you?
I'm good. I'm good. Not as good as you.
Well, you look pretty. I always love that when you've worn that top and that kind of shade before, it's always very flattering on you.
Oh, well, thank you. Thank you so much.
What are you commanding for today?
I am commanding for a sort of like a big infusion of energy and productivity. I need to get something done, and I've been procrastinating, and I just want to get it done.
Okay.
But I've also been feeling a little, you know, lack of energy and a little sort of lack of happiness.
Yeah. Yeah.
So,
And what's
yeah.
happening instead of having that, like, what's happening instead of that, having that energy and taking action that you know you want to take?
I just feel, I feel, truthfully, I just feel drained.
Okay.
I just feel like any little bit of energy that I seem to gather just seems to like, it's almost like trying to capture water in a sieve kind of thing, in a sieve. It's like every time I put water in, it like just drains out the bottom.
When was your last checkup? When was the last time you went to the doctor?
It was a while ago.
Okay, this has kind of been going on for a while with you.
Yeah.
I want to encourage you to please go get checked out because there could be something nutritionally or health-wise kind of happening that's keeping you dragged down.
Okay.
But because we work, hey, both ways, right? But then the other thing, I just want to be present to you guys. Just help me be present right now to Sue. And in your mind's eye, when she talked about being emptied and drained, get that image. And I'm going to make a command for you, Sue. And guys, I'm going to direct you to hold one image, and that is to witness her filling up with light and energy and love, whatever that looks like for you in your mind's eye. Is that all right, Sue?
Oh, that's amazing.
Okay.
Thank you.
All right. So I don't know how I am filled up. Let me see. The command is, I don't know how I am filled with determination. And I have all the energy I need and more. The word determination came up for you. I only know I am filled up and ready to go now and I am fulfilled. And just let that go. Let that expand out to an idea even greater that serves more good. I don't know how I have the mental, emotional, and physical fortitude. I want, need, and desire to complete this project. I only know I am stronger than ever before now, and I am fulfilled. And guys, if any of that sounds good to you, you can go, yeah, I want that too. You just grab a hold of that too. As you're holding that image for her, and so just feel yourself coming right down to that light. I'm just witnessing that, and that all that energy. And there's this whole group of people from all around the world, and they're holding that one idea of supporting you and witnessing you. Bringing your attention back to your heart. Soon in your mind's eye, witness that connection to source, your connection to the earth. And in all this imagery, all this light, all this love that's being sent to you, that contains everything you need in order to move forward. And just go ahead and say yes, yes, yes to it. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Is it? Yeah, there we go. And now, guys, bring your attention back to your own heart. Witness that light filling you up. Look, as you were sending it down, it was like going through you. Right now, just be present to that light. And just as everything that Sue needs is already within her, it is already within you. And just feel your own connection to source, your connection to the earth. And Sue, now witness everybody getting that. And I'm witnessing with you. And guys, feel, see, and know yourself being seen, witnessed, encouraged. And right now, there are helpers unseen. There are your guides and your angels, your family, your friends that already see that in you. And just let yourself be seen and known that way. And if you think about it, this is unending. As you see, they see. As they see, they are known, right? And as they know, you know, and together we know that there's nothing that can separate us. There's only love. And in that light, in that love, and in that knowing, and even in not knowing, it is all there. The happiness, the money, the inspiration, the energy, the signatures, the contracts, the agreements, it's all there. And now just witness all the matter connecting to that energy and bringing it into form into this world. Feel yourself coming into the form in this world within yourself, into here and now. And when you're ready, open your eyes. Woo!
Thank you, Catherine. Thank you,
Thank
everybody.
you.
Thank
How
you,
was
thank
that,
you.
Sue, to flip that and for you to witness everyone?
Oh, it's always, it's all, I mean, it's always so amazing because it reminds me that we're tapped into this never-ending sharing,
Mm-hmm.
and it is available to us. So as we receive, we give, and as we give, we receive. So it's sort of a cycle, and I think that's not something that I was raised with. I was always raised with that you have to give but not receive.
Mm-hmm.
So, but doing the one command and working with this group, it's as you give, you receive, and as you receive, you give. It's so that makes it very workable and sustainable.
Yeah.
Which I think is important because, especially with what's going on at the moment, any kind of scarcity mentality means that you give, you don't receive, and so it's not sustainable. But
Yeah.
but prosperity means that you give and you receive and you give and you receive, and it becomes
Mhm.
sustainable and a sort of it builds on itself. So so I really appreciate that because
Thank you.
it's great. So thank you.
Thank you. Now, the next step for you is to commit to take an action. Coach
Mhm.
Catherine here. You got to commit to yourself to take an action at a certain time, and by a certain time it must be finished. Okay?
Yes,
Will you commit to that?
I absolutely will.
All
Thank
right. I know you will. I always trust you do the right thing. All
you.
right.
Thank
Thank
you.
you. All righty.
Thanks.
Hello, Mr. Efron. How are you today?
Good. How are you?
I'm good. How's it in beautiful California?
I'm just writing.
Oh, you're making
Oh,
some
it's
notes.
gorgeous. Oh yeah, it's gorgeous. I like what she said about the lack mindset is mindset to only give, and the prosperity mindset is to give and receive. So that's a good
Thank
distinction,
you.
good way to put it. So I'm writing it down.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah.
That kind of popped out of me.
Sure.
So,
Yeah.
what are you commanding for today?
Well, I am manifesting a lot of things. I have manifested things before, but in one area, especially the real estate transactions before the coronavirus thing, we had a lot of transactions where buyers and sellers meet, we have contracts, but a transaction does not conclude, like everything hanging in the balance. And then corona came, of course, delayed
Mm-hmm.
things. So so a lot of things are in suspense. Like we
Mm-hmm.
have a lot, but it's all in suspense. So I like to move forward, you know, with things, see progress. That's what I want to commend for,
Yeah.
progress.
Well, even at the beginning of the month, very different than what we know now, coming at just a couple of, we're at the 21st now. Right. And so there's a little more
Yeah.
confidence. But now, like, there's this thing called suspension. In your mind's eye, just look at what's suspended. And whatever it is that you feel are being suspended, held up, you are, right? It's not the thing outside of you. I am suspended. I am held up. So just be suspended and be held up. I am. In the tarot card, there's the Eight of Swords, and it's the lady who's like, she's at the sea, and there's all these ropes on her, and she looks like she's been carried away. And the thing is, the message of that always is that those ropes are not tied in a knot, that any time when she's ready to let go of the drama, she can just walk away. So right now, are you ready to let go of the drama of the being suspended and being in the struggle?
Yes, absolutely.
Ah, yeah. Ooh, did you guys feel that wave when he did that? So instead of being suspended and held up, you want to be what?
Free and progressing and moving forward.
I am free. I am free to move forward, and I am moving forward, right? So I don't know how. I am free and moving forward. I only know I am now, and I am fulfilled. A shock that goes the same for you and Richard. Anybody else who thinks they're held up on anything, you're held up, not the thing. You are. So now just let yourself be free. You don't have to wait. You don't have to be good. You are already good. You're going to do the right thing. I am free. I am free. I am free. Just let yourself be free. Right now, you don't know how to be free. You don't know how to let yourself be free. So then the next thing is, I don't know how to be free. I don't know how to act free and move freely, right? I don't know how. I don't know
Be
how to
free to
believe I could be free. I only know I am free now. And my deals are free to be released now. And now just feel yourself coming in. Everything's unwinding, rewinding. And stay with that image of everything being suspended until you see it moving. Ooh. Efren, you're doing it for us today, man. Thank you. Ooh, good job.
do.
Yes, yes, yes. Are you feeling that? You feel that energy
Yeah,
moving?
absolutely.
Whew. Yeah. I'm doing a little just tapping, little EFT tapping to
Yeah,
move that energy.
definitely. Yes.
Hey, I want to check back. Karen's taking care of her dog, but I want to check back on Karen right quick. And then I'm going to go check with Elaine. Hey, Karen.
Yes.
Did you feel that when we talked about I'm hung up or I am released, that type of thing? I'm kind of was tracking you all of a sudden. What did you notice there?
I noticed, I don't know, when my dog was really in my face at that time. She wanted some of that release.
Yeah. He goes, are we going out? He's like, oh, are we going out? Let's go.
Hung up. I know hung up. Yes, I relate to hung up. I do.
Okay.
So
very good. Okay. I'm going to let you deal with your dog, but thank you very much.
Thank you.
All right. I'm going to tune into Elaine. How are you, my friend?
Hello, Catherine. Well, it's been my dog tutor passed away unexpectedly last Tuesday. He slipped down some steps and twisted something, and that's really hard. I did what you said about the course, and even though I didn't want to continue with it because I was really feeling bad, I forged ahead, burnt the midnight oil, and I'm now a certified raw dog food nutrition specialist.
I'm going to unmute everyone, and I just want to hear a big cheer for Elaine. Congratulations. Yay.
Congratulations.
Yeah, unmute all. Yeah, everybody. Yay.
Yay. Congratulations.
Well done.
Well done, yes.
Yay.
Oh, it was not a course I'd want to do again in a hurry. It was the last test was 75 questions in 60 minutes. But I took your advice, and I was blown away by my score, and it kind of doesn't make up for tutor going, but it was something.
Very good. So, yeah, she was saying she had all this. She found out she had a very short time. And I said, look, just focus on getting all those tests done. Don't worry, just like look at the chapter. What am I going to be tested on? Get the test done. And don't try to learn it and be it. And you can always go back and study it. And you did it. I'm so proud of you. Thank you.
Yeah, it's been, oh golly, what an up down week.
Yeah, and I am sorry to hear about your dog. Yeah.
Oh, he was such a wonderful boy, and it was anyway. The good thing is, I don't want to get personal on this. The good thing is, he was so special that I had him collected in Vegas. You know, what happens in Vegas stays in Vegas, about 4 years ago. So
Yeah.
I still have him on ice, if you know what I mean. But
Okay.
when I find a female, no matter how long, he'll still be with me. Then his sons or daughters.
Oh, that's wonderful.
So
That's wonderful.
yeah.
Well, thank you for that.
So what I'd love to command is that this year just please get better. Just get better all the way around, because it's draining. It's draining me.
It is a lot.
You know, Mel. Yeah.
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 So how can you get better? I
Um,
mean, the year is the year. Okay. And there are
Yes.
people that every single thing is happening fantastic. Every economic advantage is there. Every, opportunity, every single possible thing in people's favor is there, and they still suffer. Right.
Yeah.
So how do you want to be better because of this year?
Well, financially, most definitely, because financially sound means when this is over and done, we can leave immediately, because we have good friends in Ruidoso who want us to go and stay with them. They live in the mountains, and we want to go back east, and then, but it has to be financially possible, and I keep coming up against a brick wall. Although I have to tell you, I did win $10 from Publishers Clearinghouse sweepstakes.
All right.
So it
Well,
does.
and you go, thank you, universe, this and more. Right.
Yes.
So
Right.
I feel like that's your command on that winning. I don't know how I
Yes.
win this and more. I only know I'm always winning.
I love that.
And now I am
Yeah.
fulfilled.
Yes.
I am winning.
Yes, that's wonderful.
Okay, there you go.
It will free up so much.
But just to see yourself as a winner and be the winner, and you'll find the winning solutions. Okay?
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
There you go.
Thank you, Catherine. Thank you.
My pleasure.
Thank
My
you.
pleasure. Okay. And Joanna.
Hey,
Hi, how are you doing?
I'm good. I'm good. I'm good. I have a lot of projects that I need to get done. There's a whole lot of things on my to-do list. Quite a bit of it has to do with writing. And then there's paying bills and just a lot of stuff. And the list just keeps getting longer. And the longer the list gets, the more I procrastinate.
Yes.
So I was helped a lot by what you did for Sue. Very helpful, but I think I want to address, the items on my list, and they're all important. And that's the hard part. I'm not able to really prioritize them. There just aren't enough hours in the day to get everything done that I need to get done. So what happens is that I go into heavy procrastination, and that usually means I'm reading emails and following links and doing that kind of stuff. And then I look back at my and I go, I'll just never be able to do this. And then I go back, I hear an email come in and I go over there. I'm so overburdened with them now, I don't even know what to do with it. And at the same time, I'm carrying a belief that says that this information that's coming in is important, as I believe it is. It's all about how other people are thinking about COVID and leadership and where people go from here. And I've always created my own platform from listening to other people, sorting through it, and then figuring out which piece is mine. So So my process has always included that, and I kind of don't know how to do it other than that way. But it's becoming so overwhelming because the amount of information out there is now completely overwhelming. Yeah. So I'm sort of in a state of overwhelm, and so I spend a lot of time in the kitchen looking for something to eat. Yeah. Instead of just getting down and making a list and prioritizing, I think that the core issue, though, I really think the core issue is that I don't keep the commitments I make to myself. So if I make a list in the morning and say, I'm going to finish these 5 things today, at the end of the day, number one, there's no consequence other than more pressure and not sleeping. But I think I don't. I think the mechanism there is that I don't keep my own commitments to myself, and that's why I'm not moving forward.
Yeah. And your inner rebel is acting up. It's like, why even bother? Because you don't keep your promises and there's no consequence. And this would be another pointless thing to do. I just, more. Screw this. And then you want to go into survival mode.
Well,
so,
I want to go into creation mode. Survival mode. But no, if I learn I can create something new, I can create something, but I don't create something new. I don't pull the trigger.
Yeah, you're going for the dopamine hit. Like when we eat and we're stress eating, it's like, oh, that'll quiet us, that'll reward us. Yeah. So what's something you could do that, like, what could be a consequence? Like, you've heard the thing where the lady who said, if I don't stop smoking, I'm going to send a check to the John Birch Society. And she was like a liberal lady. And she was like, I don't want to send it there. Right. So what's something that you could set up for yourself that if you don't do it, you're going to have to pay? Because you're paying, but you're not feeling the pain of it.
Okay. Nothing comes to me because I think at this time, any money donated to a charity is good money spent. So it wouldn't be anything like.
Yeah. So I'm going to come back to what's up. It, like, because you're not prioritizing, you don't know what matters. It all matters. Every single thing is equally important, and it all has to be done now. So then nothing's a priority.
Well, there are things that I know I have to have something done tomorrow for a client. I know I have to have the bills paid by today. So that will rise to the top eventually.
Yeah.
But I still won't get enough done.
Yeah. But I'm not enough. I'm not doing enough. I'm not doing enough. I can't do enough because I'm not enough.
Feel it right here. You got it.
Not enough money. I'm not enough. I'm not enough. I'm not enough. Be not enough right now. Be there in your throat. No matter how much I do, it's not enough. It's never enough. So, like, fuck it. Pardon my language, but that's what's there. Okay.
Yeah, that's what I would say.
So we're just going to go ahead and we're just going to be there, be that, be present, be present. And guys, the technique is this. First, we're going to just everybody put your hand on your throat. There are, because she's having these conversations with herself that she's always in a double bind. No matter what she does is wrong.
Ooh. Bingo.
So I don't know how. I'm just going to make a command for you.
Okay.
I don't know how. I know that I'm enough, that I'm good enough, and that I'm loved just as I am right now. I only know that I am enough, I am good enough, and there's more than enough for me now, and I am fulfilled. I don't know how to reverse that polarity of criticism in my throat, and now there's a positive polarity that encourages me, supports me, and moves me forward. Richard, this is like you too. I only know my system is on. My system is on for right action right now. And I am fulfilled. Go ahead and massage your third eye. I don't know how. I have absolute clarity on the right actions. I only know I see the right thing to do now. And I am fulfilled. And I'm just going to report this, Joanna. The minute that came in, I saw you light up, and all of a sudden, like, all those papers, everything was like the proverbial scales falling away from your eyes.
Oh, I don't remember what you said.
Yeah, that's okay. It was clarity, and it just happened. So just let it happen, even though you didn't hear it, you didn't
Good.
know it's happening.
Thank you. Wow.
So right now, the group is holding this one idea that you're enough, that what you have to say matters, and that there are people who want to hear it and are hoping to find someone they can hire.
Yes.
And I don't know how I let myself be found. I only know I am found now and I am fulfilled.
Yes. And that's exactly what yeah.
Yeah, every single thing, like from Richard to Sue to Efren, even on Ashok's, every single thing's lining up. Even Karen, her refunds being held up, all this feeling of being held up. We are flowing. I am flowing. I am flowing. I am flowing. I am the flow. Be the flow. I am the flow. Now and I am fulfilled. There you go. How's that feeling? I am the flow.
I love that.
Yeah.
I love that.
There we go. Yeah, like you're in a place where she lives near the beach, and there's the ocean of the waves coming at you. But let's switch that energy to that stream that flows and moves, and everything that flows to the ocean. That entire cycle, right?
I've been unable, all our beaches are closed, so I am unable to go walk this out where I normally go. And what I normally do to get rid of this and to get things flowing, I go to the beach. And there's just no, I managed to get on it last week, but by trespassing. So.
Yeah. We're not going to talk about that. Okay. So just you are the flow. And to think about that bigger cycle of the water, right? Like how the water's lifting up in the clouds, invisibly forming clouds, the rain, the streams, the trickles, all of that. So I'm not going to go into that because everybody will wind up rushing to the restroom. I'm not going to add that just yet.
Thank you so much. Thank you all.
My pleasure. My pleasure. Thank you. Okay, and I'm going to tune into Sandra. How are you?
Hi, good.
Good.
I don't know how many more people you want to talk with, but since we'll be talking later, if I don't mind skipping and a turn.
Alrighty, thank you.
Okay.
I'm going to tune into Tammy, and then I saw Charlie B was on, and I don't know if she's still with us. So
yes,
Tammy, there you go. I hear you, Charlie. Go ahead and mute yourself, and I'm going to say hi to Tammy. Tammy, have we got to meet before?
No, this is the first time I've ever been on any of it. So
welcome. So what do you think so far?
That's good. I'm just listening to everybody else's stuff too. So.
Okay. Well, I love your background too. It's very calming.
Oh, thank you.
So, what are you commanding for today?
Well, can I just share what my focus is right in the moment, I guess?
Sure.
Yeah, okay. So I'm creating a course, and I just wanted to flow more easily in all ways for the information that's, that to be received by the people who will be the students or choose to purchase the program, and all the tech stuff. That's making me procrastinate because I got all the little create the course and market the course, all that. So if all that works out, that would be lovely.
What platform are you on, or what are you putting the course on?
It's actually one you probably aren't familiar with. It's called Invanto. So
okay.
I'm kind of doing a little bit from scratch, which isn't overly complicated. It's just the first time of learning how to create it. So
okay. My strategy on that was I'm usually pretty good with kind of picking all that stuff up, but I was running into walls, and I went to Fiverr and I hired this guy, and like we had a conversation, and it was like he made so many things clear to me, but then I said, here's the stuff that I just I don't have time to learn. And so I bought 3 hours from him, and he hooked up this stuff, and it was very cheap, and it was worth taking that off my plate. But also he taught me as we went along.
Oh, okay.
So you might look up just on Fiverr and kind of give yourself permission to get a little bit of help on that, because I feel you spinning backwards. And the other thing is, it's like, I'm going to do all this, but who's going to receive it? Will they buy it? Right.
Oh,
And so
yeah.
there's that. Is it good enough? Is it hot enough? Is it enough? Right. And then it's too much. You're trying to put too much, and is it enough? And all that enough talk is going back and forth right now.
Well,
Does
that's
that feel
because
true?
so often I've done things and gotten excited and set the intention for so many people to come into it, and then they don't. So then it's like, I want to do these things. That part of me goes, well, then if no one purchases it, well, that's not my motivation. But there's still that lingering in the background of going, you get kind of bummed. You put all this time into it, and then it just doesn't go.
You know what? You want to sell it. It's okay. Yeah. And you want people to buy it. And right now we don't have an argument with people buying, but we do have an argument with ourselves about selling right now. Right.
Oh, well, oh, you mean because of that? No, I don't have an issue with that, because
Okay, good.
I continue to buy, and I know people are out there, if they want, I do have the belief, if you want something, you will buy it.
Absolutely. They're buying. So right now, but this enough, what's enough is too much. There's not enough. You're on that back and forth. So I don't know how. Let's see. I just wanted everything to click together. Okay. And as that clicks, you'll click, and then the right people will be clicking. The word click is coming in for you. So I don't know if you're like more auditory, but I don't know how this thing clicks. I only know it is clicking now, and I am fulfilled. Pretty simple.
Yeah.
But that word click, I like that.
Well, that's because I see a lot of things as the only reason it's not working is it's like a puzzle piece or something is just ever so slightly out of position. And if you pop it into position, then everything's cool.
Yeah. So just be in the right position. I don't know how I am in the right position. I don't know how I'm in the right place and in the right way to sell this, right? I only know it's so now. And I am fulfilled. There we go. Yeah, but there's something around clicking, keeping these commands real simple for you. Okay?
Okay.
All right. Thank you for joining today.
Thanks.
And I'm going to tune in to Charlie B right quick, and then Celine, and I think we're going to have to call it a day on that, and then we'll do a big command together. Okay? So Miss Charlie B, how are you?
I'm okay, thank you.
Your energy sounds much more up than last week. How are you doing?
I'm doing well, thank you.
Good. What are you commanding for this week?
I have the same issues. Similar to Joanne, too many things and not getting stuff done, procrastinating. So I just sent her a note, how about an accountability partner?
Oh, that would be good.
Because if you promise to somebody outside yourself, I find sometimes that helps me. And I'm wondering if that would help her too.
It could. And one thing y'all have in common, Joanna, I'm going to just talk about you for a second based on what you have shared in the group. She said something that you said is like, we got all these papers, we've got this clutter.
Yes.
And, for me, I like to have a nice presentation and things don't look clutter or whatever. But then I'm going to be honest. Sometimes if people saw what was sitting next to my desk so that I could make this nice presentation behind me, I'd be kind of embarrassed, right? So in order for me to commit to creating a nicer environment to do the work, the one thing I would not want anyone to see is the picture of the clutter of my pajamas next to my temporary makeup box that I have because I'm at my daughter's, right? So I told y'all already have it in your mind's eye, right? So maybe I'll just say, hey, if you don't get it done, you're gonna have to show a picture of the area that you committed to clean up.
OMG.
Let's get a little skin in the game on that, right? So, so it would just be, I don't know how, you know, but you are out of order. You're out of order. You're out of sorts.
I have, it's really more than that, Catherine. I found in that I have the very executive skills are not so strong. So it's time manage. It's more than just clutter. It's time management. It's a whole pile of things.
You're a mess. Just say, I'm a mess. I'm a mess. Just say it. I'm a mess.
Oops.
Are you there? Okay. Say, repeat after me these words, okay? I am a mess. I lost you, Charlie. Are you there? Okay. So for some reason, she might not be able to hear me. I'm going to act as if Charlie is still on and she'll come back. Okay. So here's what you do. We're going to just be negative. We're going to just tell the truth. I'm a mess. I'm going to be a mess. I'm doing everything in my power to keep everything messy. And I'm going to fight it. I am going to keep this mess. This is my mess. I'm going to do all this and more until I no longer need to be a mess. Then you'll take a big breath. We've all got that mess, right? So when our environment is orderly, right, and supporting, we look around and go, wow, it's beautiful, right? Like if you've ever cleaned up a space and you look back and go, I really love this space, right? I love this place. It's beautiful. So we're just going to say, I am loved. And I'm going to be loved. I'm doing everything in my power to allow myself to be loved and cared for. I'm doing everything in my power to be loved, cared for, and appreciated now. And I'm going to do all this and more until I absolutely know myself. And every aspect of my life reflects that I am loved, cared for, and appreciated now. And I am fulfilled. And breathe into that. I hope Charlie tunes into this. And then from that state, just let that beauty and that love and that appreciation flow out and expand all the way around you. And just let that vibration meet the vibration of the clutter and the unfinished and the not enough and too much and all that. And just notice what happens. Just let that vibration meet the vibration. Let it keep expanding, expanding, expanding. Whew. Yeah. Resistance. Yeah, you're there. Resistance. I love you, resistance. Meet this vibration of love, appreciation, enough, support. I'm not going to resist resistance. I'm going to love and appreciate and acknowledge it. I'm going to enjoy it. I'm going to meet this procrastination and not enough time and too hard and screw it. Love, appreciation, support. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. And let it come right up and meet you in the back and expand all the way through you. Feel that love and that appreciation and that support coming right back in. There we go. Charlie, are you with me?
I am. It cut out. My connection is weak, but I'm here. Yes.
Good, good. Well, be sure and tune into the recording, okay? And we're at like the 12:59 mark. If people need to go, I'm going to stay on and I'm going to keep the recording going. Okay.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. That was lovely.
Thank you.
My palms are tingling. My wings are flapping. and loving the resistance. It's just lovely. It's just lovely. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
My pleasure. Thank you for being honest about your situation and letting us love you right now. Okay. And now I'm going to tune into Celine. Oh, I'm going to try to mute Charlie. Charlie, you may have to mute yourself. And then Celine, are you there?
Yes, hi, Catherine. Wow, I'm feeling hot, warm, sweaty after that.
I wasn't going to do anything. I was just going to say hi to everybody. And we want to have this hot session again.
It's such a beautiful energy. I feel what everyone is saying and what you're communicating is just so in alignment with what I'm needing and feeling. So I'll be brief. Maybe this can build on others, share. The energy that I've been feeling is of a contracting, fixing kind of energy. And with fixing, there's usually the frustration that comes when expectations are unmet. And then in this group, as you were talking to Charlie, I realized that, or maybe Joanne, I realized that I have this, I'm feeding actually addiction energy into my system. I'm addicted to information, and what I actually want is a creative breakthrough. So there's also a confidence, I call it confidence game. So on my inner, it's my own confidence game. Instead of trusting my inner higher wisdom that comes through, I'm second guessing from the mind, trying to do more, trying to get more and more ready. And it's kind of, it just goes on and on. And then I realized that, my awareness on the external is on things like, why isn't our provincial government considering other science-based measures other than lockdown for the next 2 or 3 months? Because our place is actually doing very well, even better than Germany. Mm-hmm. And so my mind is busy, mouthing, why not be creative? Why not be safe and creative? Why not consider a careful rolling lift of the bans, of the total ban? And, maybe start introducing specific measures for specific groups and businesses while keeping safe. And then my mind says, well, there's not enough resources to manage it, and people have to self-manage, and politics doesn't kind of, doesn't.
And then we go, your mind takes over, right? Literally every argument on Facebook is inside your head, right?
Yeah. Well, I wasn't even reading stuff from the external. It's more like, but I think maybe the energy from the outside is kind of feeding. Mm-hmm. But that's just an example how, again, external and internally, it's mm-hmm. about confidence. It's a confidence game, mm-hmm. right? And sort of like sometimes in this soup, my mind is being taken. My mind is kind of leading rather than going back to listen, and not kind of like.
I'm going to pause you right there. I got it.
Yeah.
You question so much. You don't want to have to deal with the questions from everyone else. You don't want to be questioned and second guessed, and people, make you defend your position and everything else. And it's way easier to hang back. So the lack of confidence is, I don't know how I can confidently stand in my authority. I only know I'm confident now, and I am fulfilled. And to accept, just like when we said, oh, there's going to be criticism, well, I'm just going to let my love and my confidence meet that, and just the commitment is to have that vibration be higher than whatever you're meeting, right? Not to oppose it. I'm just going to meet it. Yep, when it comes. And then, the thing is, the only way to never be criticized or questioned is to never do anything, right? And you're always going to do it wrong. There's always ways to do it better. There's always ways to do it smarter. You can only do it to the best of your ability. So what are you willing to commit to?
Showing up.
Okay. Then do that and be a person who shows up imperfectly.
Whether my mind thinks I'm ready or not.
Yeah. Whatever ready is, right? But maybe you don't know, your mind doesn't know what ready is. So you've got to set those parameters on how will you know when you're ready. You got to write those out. Okay. And you got to bring it into you on the actions that you can take and the things you have control over. Right.
Wow. Thank you so much,
All
Catherine.
right, my pleasure. My pleasure. All right. Little coaching moment again. Thank you for letting me love on you there. And then Maria typed a chat that she liked last week. Like last week's commands were hot. She had a wonderful breakthrough. I'm happy to hear that because you are feeling kind of low there. So I'm happy that things are going better for you. Maria, can you type in what it is that you're commanding for this week? And I see everybody's, people are sharing their email addresses. You're certainly welcome to share them here. I don't share email addresses or anything, but if you want to be able to reach out to people a little easier, be sure and join the TOC Money Mindset Mastery Group. Okay, I'm going to check one more time on these. Oh, guys, I love you so much. I'm going to check in. Did I get to talk to everyone? I think so. All right, let's go ahead and we are going to align relief, anxiety, anxious. Yeah. So I think our commands today have been real helpful. So on that, and instead of being anxious, I am anxious, I'm going to be anxious. Your I am statement is your identity. So instead of saying, hi, I am anxious, who do you want to be? Instead of anxious, who do you want to be? Be present to that. And that's your command. Okay. So at peace, I am peace. Okay. So I'm going to go ahead and share. And I'm going to, okay, I'm checking the chat. There we go. Cool, calm, cool, collected, playful. I like this playful energy that's showing up today. So I am cool. You know what? Let's just be cool. Cool, cool. All right. Let me, all of a sudden my screen got too big for me to manage and I can't touch the button. And I really want to share my screen. It got frozen. All right. So there we go. Share screen. Oof, there we go. Well, that took a minute. We are going to align heart to heart in the circle here. I love this vortex of energy image. Thank you, Pixabay, for creating beautiful images like this. And I just love how things flow in, flow back out, and the expansion. So right now, let's just bring our attention to our heart and the love in our heart. as we connect one to another, and the Master in me greets the Master in you. And in this space, let there only be love between us. And I want to invite you to ground, picture, visualize, or imagine that you are very deeply connected to the earth, and the earth is connected to you, and you have these long roots like a tree connecting you into the earth, grounding you, allowing you to draw up into your body that beautiful, creative life force energy from the earth. And feeling that energy come up, up, up into your body, into your hips, up your spine, your neck, your shoulders, down your arms. As you bring your attention to your heart and you're aligning to your purpose. And yes, you're ready to see new results in your life. You're ready to see money come in, and contracts come in, and phone calls come in, and emails. You're ready for your good to arrive, and just align to that good coming in now. The good in you meeting the good of that is that you want to receive. And now just feel your connection to source. And it's very much like this pole of light. And it's coming down through the top of your head. And it's running along 2 channels on either side of your spine, feeling your connection to source. And that light connects all the way to the center of the earth, and that earth energy, that creative life force energy, and that spiritual life force energy is mixing and mingling and aligning to your energy, the particular bend of light that you are. I want to invite you to roll your eyes up as if you're trying to look up through the top of your head. And the higher you go, the faster you go, and soon you find yourself surrounded by that beautiful black void in space, and break through the darkness into the light of pure, open potential. Eyes up. Silently state your command. I don't know how. And then fill in the blank. I only know it is so now, and I am fulfilled. And just let that go. And I don't know how. I integrate all the commands that I heard today. I don't know how I am receiving an even greater understanding of being that which I desire. I only know I am receiving a teaching directly from Source now, and integrating it and applying it and living it and seeing and experiencing incredible results now. And I am fulfilled. And just let all that go. Let that expand out to an idea even greater that serves more good in its fulfillment. And witness all that light and that energy and that new knowledge coming in. And witness it coming into everyone who's in the group today and everyone who's going to be watching in the future. Witness that energy and that knowledge and that potential coming in. Witness the checks and the deals and the phone calls, the relationships, the happiness, the beauty and order, everything. Witness it coming in right now. And now let's just begin to receive into ourselves that light with appreciation and gratitude. And as it's coming in, and we're just so thankful, saying, yes, 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 thank you, thank you, thank you. We're actively receiving. And now, as this new state of being and everything that's coming in, we're going to let go of the old programs, the old position, the old ideas, and we're just going to let all that unwind and unravel. Just let it unwind and wind and wind all the way down to that master DNA strand right there in the pineal gland. We're going to let it just unwind, 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 and receive this new programming. And now we're just going to allow all this to rewind, 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 to integrate. There we go. Bringing your attention back to your heart. When you're ready, open your eyes. Make sure your fingers and your toes all make it back. Yes, yes, yes. And now, just as you're becoming present back to your heart, your body in this time called here and now, think about the thing that you commanded on that result, on that feeling, on that knowing. As you tune into that now, and you think about what it is that you want to accomplish or achieve, on that what you want to receive, what are you noticing? What do you feel now? And if your fingers are sufficiently rematerialized, you can type a note into the chat bar. I love seeing those. Yeah, Maria, yeah. Now, tune into that state of calm for Maria, being calm, cool, collected, and just go, yeah, I'm cool. It's cool. It's going to be cool. It's all cool. There we go. Get playful with it. Go, yeah, baby, I'm cool, right? Get your body in that position of being cool. Yeah, there we go. Everybody went to that calmer space inside. There we go. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Ooh, so good. Just reading the comments in the chat. People are feeling peaceful. Very good. Just want to share a visual that came to me from Sue. Coming down from source was everything everyone needed, and then like a sorting station. And then what everyone needed, it just went directly to them. Yeah, and Maria's saying, hey, I really reached theta when I'm going into the command when you guide it. Yeah, it is easier to let go and let somebody else take that, because I'm also tuning into the group, what they're needed too, and bringing in the energy. Okay. Woo. Was this helpful today, guys? Give me a thumbs up. Yeah? Be sure and tune in next week. We're doing this every Tuesday, and I would really appreciate people inviting people to the group. I have a big vision to grow this group and to invite your friends and let people know about this, okay? All right. Oh, got more chats coming in. My goodness. I take time daily, must do's, call it my Tuesday sanity session. Yes, thank you so much. I appreciate that. Thank you. All right. And oh, loved. Thank you, Nash. She's feeling, Joanna said cool. All right, guys, I appreciate you so much. I'm going to go ahead and end this. I just really appreciate you taking your time. I know how busy you are and how precious your time is, and it means so much to me that you share your time with me. And thank you all for being a part of this. And until next time, this is Catherine Perry, the Big Vision Coach, and I witness your mastery. Oh, I appreciate you too, Celine. Thank you. All right, everybody. Bye-bye.